El show se llama Let's Talk About It. And today is People's Voice. And what I have here is questions and comments, concerns that people have sent me about the coronavirus. And I'm trying to do whatever I could to assist and give as accurate as information as possible. I'm doing my best. I'm not a professional in the field, especially not in the medical field. I'm like you guys, just investigating, trying to find the right resources to give you that correct info. I'm trying to grow our audience, Nestor, so I'm live. Look at how pretty it looks, my little setup. I'm live on my Facebook, and then I'm live on Instagram with you.
Oh, that's tight.
Yeah, right?
It's busy Monday. Pretty busy Monday
Yes,
for me.
amen, me too. So today I decided to call it People's Voice, and I wanted to address people's questions, concerns that they sent me. Si puedo, Nestor, and you give me permission, boss?
That's nice.
Okay, first one that I got, they said, Lala, what do I do if I have to pick up my mail from the P.O. box? Honestly, I want to stay in quarantine, but I don't want them to throw my stuff away or send my shipments back. So that's a really good question because I also have a P.O. box and I have not gone and I don't want to go outside. So I totally feel what this person is going through. So what I did today, I called my post office and nobody answered. And then I called another post office close to my house, but that one only had an 800 number. Nobody answered. I called so many times. I tried so many buttons to get me to customer service. Nothing. Which tells me a few things. One, they're really, really low in staff and nobody's answering phones right now. Or two, they're closed down and the only way to really know is to actually go, which I don't want to do. I really don't have more information than that. I'm kind of concerned about it.
Damn. Here's a question that somebody DM'd me. This is the question. Is it safe to order stuff from Amazon or order food to your house? And here goes, this is my answer. I had to research this, which is very important. I would say if you get something from Amazon or, shipped to your house, and spray that shit with Lysol and everything, because you don't even know who touched it. Mm-hmm. And here's the situation that we've talked about in the past. It doesn't need to be person-to-person contact to get the virus. Somebody can touch a box, plastic, metal, wood, whatever it is. Somebody can touch it. The virus stays alive on that item, and then you go and you grab it. You don't wash your hand. You touch your face, mouth, eyes, ears, nose. Guess what? You just got the virus yourself.
Yes.
So that would be my answer.
And you know what? I want to add a little bit to that because there's really absolutely almost no way of staying safe. Like for example, I haven't gone out at all, right? But tomorrow's probably my last day that I have enough food to survive for tomorrow, which means on Wednesday, I'm either going to have to go out and get something, or like these people are asking, call Uber Eats or someone. But how do we know that they're clean? How do I know that accidentally, because look at another thing that I thought about. Okay, you're wearing gloves, right? So you're being safe about getting stuff. But what if you picked up an item that you didn't think about cleaning it, you have it in your house, you took out the gloves, you threw them to the trash, now you just grab this item bare hand. And then you used it for whatever it is, and then you end up touching your face. Is there really, really a safe way? No. The only thing we can do is reduce the risk by staying at home as much as we can and really only going out for the essentials.
Pretty much. Honestly, pretty much.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you guys the final number right now. We are at 140,904 total reported cases.
We're talking about the whole United States or
United
just
States.
California?
No, United States. This doesn't mean that these are reported cases, meaning there could be a bunch of people who are already sick and we don't know. And these are the people that have died so far, 2,405.
Wow.
So, yep, that's where we're at now. You guys can get the information from, Worldometer? That's where you guys can get this information. I check it every day to see where we're at. So we are number one right now of of reported cases. Number one in deaths would be Italy. Italy has the most people that died. So that's where we're at right now. Pretty scary.
It is scary. It is super, super scary. And you know what? To that information, and because of where we're at, I really want to answer this question. And I even called a lawyer to get a real professional lawyer to give me the insight and the real scoop about this. So this is not coming from me. I didn't research it online, or I talked to a professional and real lawyer on the phone and gave me this information. Because somebody said, Lala, I lost my job due to the virus situation. What can I do for financial support? So my number one thing that I thought about right away was rent. You know, because a lot of people that are losing their jobs or are on standby right now, their jobs are not open and they're at home and they're getting absolutely no income. What kind of support can you get? I know a lot of people too, it's kind of sad to say, want to take advantage of the situation and want to, you know, try to get as much as they can, even though they are still receiving some income or whatnot. So going on the real, if you really lost your job. So number one thing the lawyer told me, you need to start documenting everything. So when did you stop working? How do you have proof that this business was open? Can you get a letter from your boss or something that it's been shut down, that nobody's getting paid, that you were an employee there? So you need to start documenting from when you were working, your income, and how you were stable, and how now you're not. Now, does that forgive you to pay your rent or your mortgage? No. The lawyer was very, very strict and serious about it. Like, you still owe whatever rent you owe. The only thing that right now they did pass something where they'll extend you and give you more time. So these are the exact dates. So you have till May 31st. If, for example, if quarantine affects you all the way to May 31st, you need to register that. You need to log that, either an Excel document or something, get your proof from your job. And then you need to be in contact with your landlord, let them know the situation. But you have only to May 31st as an excuse. Your landlord has the right to start the process for eviction on June 1st. Yes.
So you're better off, from what I keep hearing, just pay for rent as
yeah,
you can.
You need to figure it out. You're not excused. Like, even if you stop paying it right now, you have to pay it eventually. There's no excuse. You owe that. Your mortgage company is not gonna excuse you either. I'm sorry, you as a landlord, you gotta pay your mortgage. So we all gotta pay the bills. You know, so.
Yeah, I spoke to my landlord. To be honest, she called me and she told me, "Hey, how are you doing? Do you have a job? Is everything okay?" I said, "You know what? Thankfully, thank God, thankful for the company I work for. Like, I have a job and I work from home. I design, I create stuff, I create content, so I'm able to do it from home. So I'm blessed." She said, "If you don't have money, let me know. I can probably, charge you half, but you'll owe me the other half." And here's the thing, she says, I'm a human being just like you. I depend on the rent to pay my rent,
exactly,
to pay my food, to pay my cars. So we're on this same fucking problem. Like, we're on the same boat. So I said, "No, I'm good. I'll pay my rent. No problem." Like, so we're on the same boat. They need to pay their rent. I need to pay my rent. So just however you can do it, just pay your rent, because you don't want loans. Because when this is over, you're gonna owe so much money. And those Trump checks, you guys do know you gotta pay them back by next year. So just throwing that out there. Anyone that thinks that they're getting free money, it's not free. There's no such thing as free money. You'll have to pay it back.
I like Ricky's World's comment que dice, "I thank God for coronavirus. For many reasons, pollution is clearing, crime in the streets have dropped. Us people are living life so fast that it's a little wake-up call for everyone. Only sad part is all the deaths that we're having." And you know what? We do really have to stay in the mentality of Rick's World of, like, paying attention, appreciating life better, and putting into your mind, once we get back into normal life, how are we gonna be a better person, and how are we gonna go do the things that we just been lagging it to do.
You know what? I was also looking at his comment, and I'm gonna have to agree with him. I feel like nature needed a break from us, because we are bad, man. For one, being home. That's one. Two, pollution.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't driven my truck and I don't even know how long.
Dude, the sky is clear from the because there's no pollution.
I haven't seen it. I haven't gone outside.
We're still a problem because guess what? The ocean's filled with gloves, latex gloves and masks. Everyone keeps throwing those things away. So we just created another problem for the ocean. It sucks.
And it's insane, and through everything that we talk about, I definitely don't want to let all the information that I'm learning about and reading about, I don't want it to like stress me or like put me down, and I definitely don't want it to do that to our audience. I am seeing some comments that they were able to pay, you know, April's rent, but they don't know how they're gonna make it work for May because they are only working part-time. And it's a sad situation because the coronavirus has given some businesses, like their employees, overtime, you know, and extra time, but then some people shut down, but they're still getting paid, like you and I. But then some people shut down and they really have no income, not even the business owners themselves. So it's really tough. It's really, really tough.
Like, I'll share a personal thing, you know, with you guys. Like, my father, they gave him 2 weeks pay. They said, hey, after 2 weeks, you're laid off, bro. Like, that's it.
That's what's happening. Is your dad 60 or over?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exact. I just talked to my dad yesterday and he told me the same thing. He's like, I don't know what's going on, but my boss was telling me, hey, you can stay home right now that you feel sick. And he was like, I'm not sick, I'm fine. Like, what do you mean? He's like, no, it's okay. You can stay home and rest 2 weeks. Like, the government gave us money to pay you for 2 weeks to stay home. Like, get better.
And after that, you're on your own, pretty much.
And so my dad was like, weird, I'm not sick. So mi dad dijo, no, yo estoy bien, yo voy a quedarme a trabajar. So my dad stood working, and then his other employees kind of got into his head, and then they were like, dude, take 2 weeks, you're gonna get paid. And then he got convinced. He told his boss, okay, I'm gonna take the 2 weeks to rest it off. And then today he's supposed to call his boss back to tell him like, okay, my 2 weeks are done, like I'm ready to go back. So he's kind of like really feeling que le van a decir, nah, forget about it, just stay home. Like, I don't even know if that's legal. I want to call a lawyer and ask about that. Like, can your boss do that just because you're 60 and over and because the risk is higher of, you know, you getting the coronavirus? Because I don't think that's right. My dad has always been pretty healthy, pretty good. He's been in that company for all his life. For him to just kind of get the boot just because he's at a higher risk, I don't know. I'm not going to let that go.
I would have to say, honestly, I mean, it's for his own good, man. Like,
True.
It's for his own good. Like, my friend's dad, you know, I don't know if whoever's here that has been watching this streams, his live streams. My friend's dad's still in the hospital. My friend was released Sunday. He is home.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, he's already home. He's feeling okay. He's once you get released from the hospital after being test positive for COVID-19, you have to be home for 14 days to make sure the virus is completely dead from your body, you know. But his dad is still in the hospital because he's having respiratory problems. So you see, his dad is older, you know. It does affect older people more.
Right.
And your immune system matters a lot. If you're a healthy person, if you take a lot of vitamins, you know, you might just kill the virus easier than a person that has high cholesterol or, you know, a bad immune system. So man, let's stay healthy. I'll be honest, I ordered some vitamins today to, you know, strain my immune system. I have a bad lung, so, you know, I'm pretty concerned, not trying to get this damn virus, you know.
Right. So, trip out on this question, and it's kind of going on this. Saludos a Chef David. He said, I'm 28 years old and I still got laid off. So I totally understand. Older people are having a bigger chance, but even the young people are getting laid off. So I totally get it. I know some people are getting laid off because there's no work. You know what I mean? So it's something like that, like, I get it. You know what I mean? But just because you're being a target, just because you're 16, you're showing no symptoms of being sick or anything, and for them just to like be able to fire you, I don't know. That's a whole, I mean, they're going about it in a different way, but I don't know. But I'll totally could call a lawyer. So if you guys have any questions, send them to me. I got you. All right. Look at this one, Esther. Lala.
Okay.
Lala, you want to go truck riding? Razor riding? I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking, hell yeah. I reacted to him and I was like, are you freaking serious right now? Like, is that essential? Like, remember I had told you, let's go with my boy. He goes riding with the razors. Remember I had gone? The point is, like, really, like, people are still not getting it. Like, beaches have shut down. You know, hiking places have shut down. Why do you feel that it's okay to go bike riding or racer riding with me or with anybody? Oh, it's just me and it's just so and so and so and so. Okay, so because so and so is a business owner or because so and so is a millionaire, you think you guys are not at risk to getting the virus? You think they may not already have it? Like, that doesn't make you any safer. Like, but it's just me and him and his son and this and that. And it's like, I don't get it. Like, people are still like, they're just, I mean, yes, I get it. There's no way to really be safe, but I don't think you need to expose yourself for anyone like that to stay.
Like, I spoke to my friend about this actually, and I was telling him, oh, you know what? Like, I feel better about this virus because you got it and you did good. You feel completely fine, and he looks good. So, but he tells me, he's like, you don't want to get it. Believe me, he's like, it feels like you will feel like shit. You will feel like shit. Yeah, it's a real fucking thing. He's afraid of it. He told me, but I'm afraid of this. Like, I'm afraid of it hitting anyone else that I know. Like, it's a real thing. People need to understand it, and they just don't get it. Andando en las calles, you know, touching whatever, trying to remain positive. I'm fucking bored. I'm home every day. I still have food for like I think a couple of more days, and then I gotta go grocery shopping again. Fuck. I was asked, what are the symptoms? The beginning symptoms for COVID-19, and this is coming from the internet, me doing my research, and from an actual patient who was tested positive. And from what I was told, is the same thing. It starts with the itchy throat, like your throat starts hurting first. Then it goes to loss of taste and smell, and then body aches, and then fever, and then everything else. So you guys got a sore throat. You start getting a sore throat, and you start losing taste. Go get a test. Don't go to the hospital first. Do not go to the hospital right away because they're open packed. And if you don't got it, you might get it there. Go get a test. Yeah, because they're not gonna take you in. Go get a test. Make sure you're positive. Okay, you're positive to act right away. Treat it right away. Because you do not want it to go into pneumonia or anything like that.
Right.
So get it treated right away, and you'll be fine, dude.
Right.
So that's my question right there. My answer.
Yeah. Thank you, Bonita Janet. Yeah, it's true. It's not a joke. Going on that note, it goes perfectly with what you just said. Somebody asked me, Lala, have doctors died in treating someone with COVID-19? And the answer is yes, 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 definitely yes. A story that really impacted me. Well, first I want to pay a tribute to everybody that is still out there and is sacrificing their life, you know, to save other people's lives, strangers' lives, like our family's lives. Like, that is amazing. Pero una story que de verdad me pegó al corazón, and I just couldn't believe it, and I just kept reading it over and over because I was just like, nah. But yeah, Dr. Lee Wenliang, this doctor, on December 30th of 2019, he told a lot of the other colleagues, like, hey, there's gonna be an outbreak with this virus. And so somebody reported it to the police, and they titled him a whistleblower. So a whistleblower is somebody that says false or illegal information to people. So he kind of got really slapped in the hand, like, hey, like, you know, like reprimanded, like, don't be saying those things.
The Asian doctor, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see that. They see the story. Go on.
Yeah. So that happened on January 3rd. So a couple days after he told the colleagues, January 3rd, the police lo regañó, right? On January 7th, he treated somebody with the virus. And by January 8th, él ya la tenía. He was infected by it. He went into intensive care on January 12th because he started getting the symptoms really, really bad. He tested positive several times. They didn't do one test on him. They did a lot of tests. They tested him positive by January 30th. And so then he was diagnosed with the disease by February 1st. So he was in the hospital, but even then he was being positive about the situation and saying, I can't wait, like talking to his colleagues, like, I can't wait to go back to the doctor's office and, you know, be at the front of like treating patients. After he's already contaminated by a patient that he treated, okay, he's still being positive, talking about, I can't wait to get out of this, to go out and like help out. So that was on February 1st. And then on February 6th, he started telling somebody like that he was on the phone with that he couldn't breathe that good. So that happened on February 6th. He was still in the hospital. He was taken to emergency care. February 7th, he was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, and just in that little while, imagínate, just from December 30th to announcing it, January 7th or 8th, one of those days, he contracted it by a patient. And by February 7th, he was out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very sad.
And it's so sad because, like I had mentioned earlier, there's no way of us. Yeah, and then there's no way of us staying completely safe. Especially we still have to go out there for essentials. So then how can a doctor be completely safe when they're treating someone with it?
24/7.
Like, yeah, right? Like, I don't know, it's crazy.
We have somebody here, Bonita Janet, that she's in the medical field, and we, props to you. Thank you for your service. Yeah, man, it's crazy. From what I've been seeing and hearing is that a lot of doctors that they don't go home because they don't want to infect their families, that they're staying on Airbnbs or other spots that it's that bad. And I'm not exactly sure, but maybe Jeanette can help with this. But that there's not enough gloves, there's not enough masks. That dude, we're not prepared for this. That's what I keep hearing. I keep seeing just from people that like, dude, we need help. Send us more masks. Send us more gloves. Send us more equipment.
It's true because all the general public are getting it.
Yeah.
And so there's a shortage.
Dude, there's no more masks. I haven't even seen a Lysol bottle. I haven't seen a Lysol bottle in 4 weeks. I could probably see a dinosaur before a Lysol bottle. It's that bad.
Sorry.
Yeah, I already got my Connect, so I got a Connect in Arizona. Okay, gonna ship me a box of Lysol sprays, gloves, mask, sanitizer. Because she said in Arizona they're good. That they're like virus, what? That they're like it's not that crazy here. So. I might be able to donate some masks to somebody that really needs it, like an Uber driver or someone that's still working out there. I'll hook you guys up.
All right. I want to send shout-outs to people that were here on Facebook. George Garcia says, a los pobres no les da. ¿Verdad? No, saludos. And thank you to everybody that's joining us here. I see a lot of like crazy big time comments, so I really do appreciate that for the engagement.
That even the face shields, because I've seen the face shields that they've been wearing, that they have to clean them because they won't give them another one. That's crazy. It's everybody's saying the same thing, that there's not enough. They need more.
Yeah.
And I'm not exactly, if you guys saw the news today, but Trump was complaining about the mask. He said, there's something fishy about it. Where are these masks going? Like, are you serious, bro? Like, that guy's such a joke. Like, he makes me so mad, dude. Like, ugh. Like, are you serious? We're going through all this, and this guy's crying about masks. Like, where are the masks that I sent you guys? Like, there's something fishy. I need to find out. Like, are you serious? Dude, that guy's trash, man. Straight on. I don't know who likes that guy or who supports him, but he's a clown, dude.
We had this event that we were part of, and I wasn't naked. I had a bikini, but we had like body paint all over our body. And it was all for like the immigrant's voice, you know? No te rías, Nestor. And so one of the girls on her back, let's build a wall around Trump. I'll pay for it. Like, yeah, it was pretty dope. Quiero mandar un saludo a Maria Emma. She says, I guess she works in the medical field too. She's on my Facebook because I am live on my Facebook and my phone right there. Like, so I'm trying to
What's up, Maria Emma?
Send your shout out to my boy Nestor right here. She said where I work, we are running out of sanitizer and masks. Me and my coworkers don't even wear a mask just so we have enough for our patients coming in.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a lot of sacrifices that are being done. We're all in this together, so we definitely need to look out for each other.
I have some of these. These don't work at all, but...
Ese parece un cótex. Mejor me pongo un cótex.
Yeah, these don't work. They don't...
Yeah, there's too many holes around it.
But if people feel safe wearing them, then go for it.
Yeah.
I got like 3. If anybody really needs one, I'll give it to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's just like a mental thing. A mask is not really going to save your life or is really not going to prevent you that much. Like, sometimes it's just a mental thing. And if that makes you feel better, hey, who am I to say it doesn't work or anybody else? Like, do what you got to do. You know what I mean? So...
Yeah. Well, on Sunday, I finally went out to buy food, right? Like, I haven't felt normal. And I'll be honest, I'm getting kind of depressed just being here. Hearing all this bad news, like... my friend's dad, my dad telling me he has no job no more. Like, just hearing all this bad news, I'm just getting kind of depressed. So Sunday I said, I'm going to go get some food. So I called this Thai place that I like. So I'm saying, hey, can I place an order? Say, yeah, you can do it. And they said, they're like, come in 20 minutes. I take 40 minutes. I show up, it's not ready. But it was scary to be there. I was like, are you fucking serious? This is the world we live in. You walked in there, dude, there's a line of people wearing masks, gloves. And I'm like, oh shit.
Like the workers or like public?
Public. And they're like trying to stay away from each other, right? Then he has a little table and he has food there with names. So then you get there, you pay for it, and like he tries to leave, but he's so busy and unprepared because from what I asked someone there, they told me that he got rid of his employees. It's just him and his wife. And they're so busy, so he's like, oh, it's gonna be another 30 minutes. So I say, hey, you know what? My dog's in the car, I can't leave her alone. So I'm just gonna leave. He's like, I'll call you. So I go to the car, I cool down, I try to be understanding, and then I wait for it, and then he calls me, and I go back in, and I just see everyone. I'm like, oh my God. And there was a girl, pretty hot chick, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, she was like, so I was like, damn, with a mask on too, and I was saying, even the hot girls, you know how that is. The hot ones, they don't want to wear a mask. They're like that fashion. No, even the hot girls are wearing masks. That's when you know shit's going bad.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh shit. So I take my precautions, I grab the bag. I don't touch my phone after that. I touch my steering wheel. I get home, I spray my steering wheel. I spray the bag. I wash my hands before I eat. Get rid of all the shit. Put the container, put the food on a plate. Get rid of the damn container. I don't know who touched the container.
Thank
I
you.
wasn't wearing gloves or nothing like
Thank
that.
you. See, that's exactly what I mean. How we are not safe. Like so many little details that we're not paying attention, and then we just bring it to our home. So I really like that breakdown that you just did, because you're really explaining how you were very cautious about everything that you're doing with that.
About everything.
That's good.
Like, let's say the guy grabbed the box to put the food. What if he grabbed his balls? I don't know. What if he coughed and touched the box?
Yeah.
I don't want the box. So I grab the box, I pour my food into a plate, throw away the box. Now if I eat the food and it comes like, it has a virus, well, I'm fucked. I took that risk because I'm badass and I was craving Thai food.
Yeah. Yeah.
The risk that you take.
Yeah.
So I felt unsafe. I said, damn, you're better off just keep eating cup of noodles, eggs, and your fat ass hamburgers at home. Like, I'm better off doing that than going out. It just felt really, really scary to be out. And to see a hot ass chick with a mask, that was even more scary.
You're dark. And you know what? I freaking feel you. That's why that first question about the post office really panicked me. My post office siempre está lleno, siempre hay un lineón. So who's really controlling that only certain people are in there? I mean, because the doors go to the side. Like, they need staff to control and to have that. Are they doing that? If I go open my mailbox, is someone gonna be close to me? Like, it's just like, it's crazy. I'm really, really like thinking about it, like going out, because I haven't gone out in so long. And you could miss something. You could miss something. You could touch something. You could touch your face. You could bring it in, and I'm scared like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, serious.
Going to another question que me mandaron, it said, Lala, does heat vitamin D kill the virus? I know we had talked about that before. We did mention that we're going to see lower peaks in the summer because of the heat. And I did read somewhere that at 77 degrees, that's where it's able to kill the virus. However, I started like looking into more information and reading more different sites, and a lot of doctors are saying that because the virus is so new, they can't even make those kind of predictions. Like, yes, we usually see like flu season go down during, hot weather, but they did mention something called the Spanish flu, and that one has its highest peaks during the summer. So we really can't tell if the heat is gonna do something to coronavirus till we get to that season. Like, you need to go through a lot of those seasons to feel and see the trend and notice like, oh yeah, the heat is doing something to the virus. So in reality, there hasn't been real confirmation for that.
And here's something to think about. There's other parts of the world that are already hot and the virus is there.
Yes, that's what another thing that they mentioned too. Yes, because not everybody's in the same season. So other countries, places that are in warm weather, coronavirus is still happening there. There's still spread.
Arizona's hot. I heard Arizona's hot right now, and it's the virus is there.
Exactly.
So it's everywhere. It's all over the world. There's other parts in the world that are hot, already hot, and it's thriving there. Well, Ecuador is pretty hot right now, and my friend said that there's many cases of that virus already there. So there you go.
Those are all the points that I have. Tomorrow, mi gente, we will be back again at 9 p.m. Book, send us messages or DMs, and we will address that, right, Nestor?
Yeah, for sure. Any questions that you guys have, we'll do our homework. We'll research, and then we'll come back and give you guys answers. Facts.
Thank you, Bonita Janet, for being really engaged with us. She said, I heard Kaiser employees aren't wearing masks at all. They aren't permitting them to wear one, and if they do, they get fired on the spot. That's very, very shady.
Wow.
Well, thank you, everybody that's here with us. This is it for a live. Thank you, all my Facebook people. If you have no other words, and we'll be back tomorrow at 9, right, Nestor?
Definitely.
Well, thank you, Nestor. Nos vemos mañana a las 9, mi raza. Todo, de lunes a viernes nos vemos a las 9 p.m. por Instagram Live, and then I'll be tuning into Facebook too. Thank you, everybody.
All right, guys. Everyone, have a good night.
Have a good night, Nestor. Bye.
Night.
Send us your comments and your likes and your questions. Instagram, Alala's VIP.